character. There we go. There we go. There we go. See if the screen is formatted correctly. Something seems off. Now there we go. Now to send this link. What the fuck is going on with my fan? My fan is losing power occasionally. And no, not a computer fan. I got an actual fan, like a window fan, for the side of my case. Because why not? It makes a difference. Now, the main reason I'm streaming, if I'm being honest, is because I've developed this bad habit of watching videos while I game, and I've noticed that I stopped paying attention to the game quite a bit. And I need to practice paying more attention to the thing that I'm doing. That is not the thing I wanted to hit. You fucking moron. This is no Elden Ring.
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him?
Ah, yes, I know just where to find this person. Follow me. Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
I love my pawn. Hate the pawn system.
Watch for the hobgoblin. Lightning has electrified potential against this one. Fret not, I'll make the pain go away. Hold just a moment.
Hello there, kitty man.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master.
Can I
You'll never
kill
fall in
other
battle
people's...
so long as I'm around.
Can I kill pawns? Can I kill other people's pawns?
Follow me.
Yes, you can. Very
This
unsatisfying.
way, if you please, Master. There's aught to be found there. Can you not see it?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
A chat window changed. Oh, damn it. Damn it, Lamar! Going real well. Going fantastic.
Give me a wrist. I shall see to it this does not happen again.
No, I didn't want to hit that. I wanted to hit... I love this lack of a targeting system. It'd be great if it actually worked the way you wanted it to. Up! Move up! Glitched or something?
Your magics have faded. Must be recast.
Ow! Hey Griffin, can you do something with that? Oh, there we go. I knew it changed. Let me move the chat up. There, now I can see it. What's up, Kool-Aid? I'm fighting a Griffin and a Golem. I was hoping that the Griffin and Golem would start fighting each other, but it doesn't seem to be working out that way. Jesus Christ, what was that? I got bitch slapped.
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him?
I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
Well, if you insist.
I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way. Our foe is lumbering stone. A golem. Our foe isn't susceptible to magic. This might prove tricky. Let the elements empower your strikes.
So much for hiring that person. Motherfucker! You son of a bitch! the other pawn is dead for good. That's fucking wonderful.
For a moment, I thought I'd met my end. Oh, my thanks to you.
Hey, what's up, Joseph?
My magics are at your disposal.
Oh yeah? How you liking it? Saul Williams is probably my favorite lyricist of all time.
Give me a risk. I shall see to it this does not happen again. This spell will empower you with elemental magic.
It definitely has that Nine Inch Nails feel to the most of the music. You can tell Trent and Atticus from behind that shit.
Feast your eyes on this.
Fuck him up! Fuck him up! If I manage to kill him, I'll get to talk more freely. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? There's more than one? There went my guy. Come back here. God, can he not stay alive for more than fucking 40 seconds? Son of a bitch! Not much, just mostly this, but I have started work on music again. I just posted a little clip in the Discord. Still hoping to finish Ozempic by the end of the month. Oh yeah, and see what you think. If I would stop glowing.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master.
Higher.
Knowing when to use... Are you fit to travel?
Check this out. I've made it look as much like me as possible. Where'd I go? There it is. Something weird going on with the shadows there. There we go. Took a long time to do that.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. Let us work together.
No, I haven't played it, but I have been interested in it. Oh, dang it, the little mouse. Mouse bug needs to go away. Oh no, come on, really? Why is it doing that? There it goes. I never played any of those types of games.
Our foe is lumbering stone, a golem.
Our foe bears some resistance to magic.
Wait a minute, this is a different... This isn't the same one!
I grant you fire's blaze! Use it well!
What sort of nightmare world have I stumbled on? Wait, no, that's a different one too?
If we find an opportunity to retreat, I say we take it. It is hardly cowardice if we've no hope of victory to begin with.
Well now, I'm not sure. You are in need of healing. Allow
Yeah, I'm
me.
in need of getting the
Wait a
fuck
moment.
out of this place. I've always, if I had it, I'd play it, that's for sure. I'd give it a shot. I'm mostly a PC gamer, and
This looks as if 'twill
they
take us
they take
someplace
a while
further
to come
afield.
out.
How we use it is at our discretion.
Contraptions like these are best used when and as we find them.
The only genres of
Is
games
this a
I don't
challenge
play
arisen
are
to see who can keep pace?
most sports games and strategy games. Closest I get to strategy is was Command and Conquer. The fuck is a magic metal? Like Civilization series. Honestly, I've never played it, but any game that uses that sort of an interface, I typically will it just turns my brain off. Like a Warcraft, not World of Warcraft, but you know, like Warcraft 1, 2, and 3, StarCraft. Those are real-time strategy games, but those are at least somewhat tolerable to me, even though I typically don't like them. But turn-based strategy, ugh, it's a complete fucking miracle that I loved Baldur's Gate 3 so much. I hate turn-based so much. I tolerated turn-based for Final Fantasy series for a long time. I was so glad when they made the switch to real-time combat. Damn, I can't make any food. That sucks.
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
I hate these people already. There we go. Now my character's not making a crazy face. Let's get a good lighting condition here.
It isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
Oh, I'm almost tall enough to get into the sunlight.
I shan't let them harm you.
You're mine!
My magic's at your disposal.
I want to do that, but there we go. Which angle is the camera facing on here? It's yeah. Pretty close. I use this little mod because the default photo mode camera, all it does is let you do this. That's it. It's fucking terrible. It's the worst photo mode camera. I've been recreating myself in every game's character creator since Fallout 3, because it was so fucking funny seeing someone that looked like me getting their arms and legs blown off. So it's a fun thing to do. It's not nearly as narcissistic as it might appear.
That was thrilling.
Many thanks. This is for you. Take it with my thanks.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early Griffin.
Now, I grew up with the original Nintendo, so I'll always have a soft spot for Nintendo games.
Gets the worm, as they say.
But even someone like me that grew up with like the original Legend of Zelda on Nintendo, I think that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I kind of consider them to be one game. And that's probably the best Zelda game ever made. It's so true to the spirit of the original. It's crazy. Especially if you play it the way games used to be. Like, when I was growing up, you know, there was no internet for,
what manner of treasures will
I mean,
find today?
there was internet,
I can scarce wait to
but there weren't no, like, gaming sites. I mean, for most of the 90s, just having an image on a website was beyond the capability of most hosting sites. So, it took a while before, even something like GameFAQs to catch on. So when you're playing like the original Zelda, I still remember my dad actually had a big notepad or a notebook, and he would hand draw out the layouts for every castle or every dungeon he got to, because none existed then. This was even before game guides came out, and then Nintendo Power changed all that. But they used to be designed with that in mind. And if you trust the game, you would figure it out. Except for, you know, rare cases like Castlevania 2, where you had to have this one item and then crouch down facing a wall for like 15 seconds, and then suddenly a magic tornado takes you to the next dungeon. If you were Japan and you played the Japanese version, the hints would tell you what to do, or, you know, would give you a good idea what to do. But the translation job was so shitty that the American dialogue was, like, nonsensical. So, like, you had no fucking idea what to do. But the point being that if you play something like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom without looking anything up, just trust that everything in the game is there to, you know, properly inform you. You just have to really pay attention. You'll have so much better of an experience. I myself have realized that even someone who's into gaming as much as I am, I'll have a tendency to zone out, or like I'll have a video playing on my phone while I'm playing a game, and you know, that means I'm not paying full attention to either thing, actually. I'm just splitting my focus. And I'm kind of robbing myself of, you know, the experience of playing the game. So that's the main reason why I'm streaming right now. So even though I know it's like, it's so tempting that you have, like, you know, all the fucking answers at your fingertips. But, next time playing a game and you get stuck, try to force yourself to not look anything up. Just see if you like it. See if it works out.
find out.
That's why I go on and on about Elden Ring. Why it's such a good game is because so few are designed in a way that everything you need to play the game and succeed at it is in game. It's just not just thrown at you and like, here's the answer. You actually have to participate and take the world, you know, seriously, as if it's an actual world. And if you make that extra step,
things, these.
it all just starts to make sense.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, let all that vim go to waste.
Got him. Alright, this time I'm gonna be ready. Wrong button.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Curative magics are at your disposal. Right there.
Get the fuck out of the way!
For a moment I thought I'd met my end. Oh, my face.
Oh, what the fuck? Ha! They fucking got him! How about that?
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
These seriously do look like most of my bowel movements. Like, I don't even want to make that connection. It's just
Did anyone else see that?
so close.
Ort catches the light.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
That's an angry griffin. Griffin needs to fight the golem. Wow.
You'll not live to regret this.
Yeah, it's fighting him. Just let them fucking weaken each other. Whoa, you're being stupid. Bro, get your ass over here.
Strike hard enough, and we might not have to do this twice.
Strike fast with that tree, and our quarry shall fall.
Who will win? No, get out of the way.
No harm shall come to you.
really annoying that you can't climb. Who do you think will win, Griffin or the giant rock golem?
You must spare no effort against this foe.
Oh, hell yeah. The Game Boy Advance was such a fucking big deal. Like, I got the very first Game Boy, like the big gray brick, way back in the day, the greenish looking screen, all that. Oh, it was such a fucking huge deal. You don't even know. Then, the Game Boy Pocket. Then the Game Boy Color. And then, when the Game Boy Advance was coming out, because I was such a tech nerd and I knew the hardware specs, I knew that it was like, oh, it's basically a souped up handheld Super Nintendo. And, the Castlevania, not Symphony of the Night, but, Aria of Sorrow, I think it's called. Harmony of Dissonance. Probably two of my favorite games of all time. The Mega Man, what was it called? You played as Zero in the future. I don't know why I'm blanking on that. I'm going to look that up. Game Boy Advanced Mega Man games. Not the Battle Network fucking games. I think it was Mega Man Zero. Yeah, the Mega Man Zero games. Those were fucking awesome. Then, of course, the, I think it was Dawn of Sorrow, the sequel to Aria of Sorrow on Nintendo DS. That was fucking top-notch. All those Castlevania games, Order of Ecclesia, Portrait of Ruin, I think. Fucking love those. Well, there's so many Mega Man games that you could easily get a shitty one. But the original, Mega Man 1 sucks. I don't care what anybody says. Mega Man 2 and 3, fucking top-notch. As far as the classics go, I'd say 2 and 3 are my favorite. Let's see. Of course, did you ever play the Ninja Gaiden series on original Nintendo? Because to this day, in my opinion, the hardest game ever made that I've ever played personally is Ninja Gaiden 3. That fucking game is absolutely insane. I think Dark Souls series is hard. It's also fun as hell.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
When it comes to all the underground electro bands, whatever that you know are into gaming, I think it's undeniable I am the true gamer nerd out of that group. Not that that's something to brag about, to be honest. More of an insult than a compliment. Man, not too long ago, I ended up with 2 Virtual Boys. I had a Virtual Boy when it came out, back in the day, and then I ended up with a friend's somehow. I forgot how. still have my original Nintendo, like right over there in the corner.
I am sorry. Can I help you? Is anyone else available?
Forgive me for being a burden, Wizard. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
I don't think I got some cool shit I can show you. Gotta kill this big blocky bastard. Gotcha, bitch!
Defeated a fearsome foe and lived to tell the tale. One cannot ask for more than that.
I'm looting
Considering
the
the
giant
might
dukes.
of our combined...
Alright, let me grab this. This is one of the benefits of being old. Check that out. It's inside there. I used to hide my weed in it when I was a teenager. This is the actual controller that I grew up with. Back in the day, I'd used the buttons so much that I had to replace them. But other than that, it still works just as it should. Which is incredible considering it. I've had this since like 1988. And here's what I used to do all the Nintendo type sounds on my old music. My actual Game Boy camera. Using the DJ minigame. Man, I got so much cool shit. I actually just realized I got a problem. Check this out. Boom. Battery's dead. But in complete, perfect working order still. And I got another one. This is the original first model version of the PSP. And I think that the battery in this one is swelling. Opened the drawer and the case to this was popped off. Hard to tell because it naturally bulges anyway. That's a little odd. No, I don't think it's swelling. But this one's modded, so you can just literally drag a PlayStation game ISO to a memory card on here. Just like, just plug it up with the USB, drag the file over to the folder, boom. Perfect original PlayStation emulator. This around all this time is because it's basically a perfect handheld PlayStation emulator. Unfortunately, mine that's modded has been used so much that the X button just doesn't work anymore. It just stopped being a button. I lost the little nub for the joystick. I played the fuck out of this thing. It was so much more advanced compared to everything else. I haven't really looked into it, but I plan on modding this other one. I got this, someone found this at a house where they kicked the tenants out because they were destroying the place, and they left this, an Xbox 360 that looks fucked as hell, but it still works. Oh, and a fully functioning power pad. I was going to show you the power pad, but I think I put it upstairs. Oh, check this out. You've probably never seen a phone like this before. Boom. Oh man, this didn't even have a camera on it. I just realized that. This is from, I want to say about 2004, maybe 2005. Think about that time period. This is before the iPhone. This is a Windows Pocket PC phone. And it was the precursor to like the iPhone and all that. It was a Palm Pilot is what they used to call them. But back when the fanciest phone back then was like the Motorola Razor. They were just now getting cameras. And then but these fuckers existed only to like high-end business people, but super nerds like me found out about it and realized, holy shit, that has actual internet. You could access the actual internet back then with these things. And I spent $800 on this back then. And all my friends made fun of me. It's like, why would you even want to be on the internet at all times? Why would you want to be able to use the internet anywhere you are? That's so stupid. Nobody's going to want that. And I told everybody, you all are going to have phones like these. Sooner than you think. You fucking wait. But for a few years, being the only person at a party that could Google something was like a fucking superpower. Oh, it was the best. And when if you actually managed to run into somebody in your age group that had a phone like this, which only happened to me once, it was like finding a long lost brother. Because you know it's definitely not going to be a lady that was buying these things back then. Good times. Yup, it was worth every fucking penny. Can you imagine being the only person in your entire group of friends that had the internet anywhere you were? Also, most of your friends wouldn't even have a computer, period, let alone the internet. It actually used AOL Instant Messenger, and it used the same sounds as you'd hear on the desktop. So you'd be walking around, and people would hear the AOL sounds come out of your pants, and you're so used to only hearing those specific sounds at home, you know, that if you could always identify somebody who has at least been around AIM before, because I'd be in line at a store or something, and the fucking AOL door open and closed noises would play, and like a few people would be like, it'd just fucking break their brain. That doesn't make me feel old. I find it fascinating. Like, even I have a hard time imagining, like, remembering, and I lived it.
Mind experience, what other outcome could there have been?
It's sad that you didn't get to experience the internet that I grew up with, because it's not just nostalgia speaking. It was so much better. It was so much more pure. Because back then,
Is your pack slowing you down, Master?
things got popular
Pray, bear in
because
mind that
they
you can
were
only carry so much by
interesting and
yourself.
funny. That's it. There was no algorithm to exploit. There weren't vast armies of like bot accounts that could, you know, fake promote things. If something went viral, it was because it was appropriate. It was just that good. You can't depend on anything like that anymore. It's wild. So you're under 20 then. I'm assuming. It's so weird to think that there was a period for like of maybe 10 years. 10 years is about all there was where the internet was actually free and open. And it was as it appears to be today. And it was a glorious fucking 10 years. And it all changed once YouTube monetized. Once YouTube monetized, and people realized just how, and companies realized how valuable these audiences are and how large they were, it was fucking done.
An item of such consequence in my charge. I'll take good care of it.
And once money got involved, that's when the whole cancel culture thing started happening, because it gave people a way to actually affect people's lives monetarily. Because once the channels were able to generate revenue,
Come to think
they
of it,
themselves became targets.
Is your pack not overburdensome? Oh, you carry so much. I worry for your poor spine.
Well, it certainly isn't easy work, but I'm proud to be counted upon.
Oh, I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Interesting.
It's not.
I shall have to inform my own mom.
Wasn't a simpler time, but it was a.
This.
It was an honest time. It was just. It was a brief magical moment where everyone was on equal footing, and ideas and content was allowed to stand on its own 2 feet. Because they were. People spread it because it was funny, not because there was any sort of financial incentive.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Ah, now I feel a fool.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Go hard, please, master!
This spell will empower you with elemental magic.
Honestly, the closest thing that you even have to experiencing that is basically a good shitpost. That's pretty much it.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
I can't imagine being like living in a world where video games were already approaching lifelike visuals, like just from birth. As I'm part of a unique generation that literally grew up with the game technologies itself. Like the game's subject matters and graphical.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it.
Shut the fuck up! I was in the middle of a fucking conversation. The game's like subject matters and like maturity level grew up alongside my actual generation. So like when I was a little kid, it was original Nintendo, and then as I got closer to 10, it was Super Nintendo, and then right as I was turning like 11 and 12, you know, right about to turn into a teenager, that's when 3D games first became popular. And that's when Doom and everything came out. So the emergence of the first true first-person shooter coincided with me approaching, you know, being a teenager, like right at that perfect time. Mortal Kombat came out a little bit before that. And then by the time I was in high school, that's when the first true competitive multiplayer shooters were out, and you could actually play over the internet effectively, even on like not the best connection. Quake 3 came out and changed everything with its netcode. And yeah, it was such a unique experience. And like by the time I reached adulthood, which is around well, it was a little bit later, 2007. That's when the original Crysis came out. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but that was the last time that there was a high-end, like PC exclusive game made for the PC that wasn't like a multiplayer game. From the ground up, it was only going to be for the PC, and it made use of all the most expensive hardware. And it started that whole meme, but can it run Crysis? And it was so ahead of its time that that game was literally a generation and a half ahead of the entire console market. Even the consoles that came out after that game had come out, they still had to scale the game down to run it when they ported it. And that game came out right as I, became an adult. I'm pretty thankful for that in a way. That was the first time games looked photorealistic. Like characters actually could be mistaken for real people.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, the private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor.
I will protect you.
Seems they know we're not to be trifled with.
Tis the mark of a champion to prevail with weapon sheathed.
Let's see. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. See if I can find a screenshot here. Need to switch these settings. Mute this game. You gotta understand, this is in 2007. So you gotta consider what's out at the time.